Hi, and welcome to episode 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? So, because I'm unemployed, this is my content now. So if you like content like this, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that little bell notification. So this is the creator of the pod. This is Randy Rosario, Mike the Poet, Trip Fontaine, Fine Ass Keita Rose, and Mojo Gaja! A lot of you guys are like, well, I don't care about this bitch or that bitch. Where's my favorite? Oh, shit, this she go to your favorite. She be dropping them gems. This is Kitty Rose. She got Randy out quick fast. She said, I want your spot. How can I manipulate everyone to get it? I'm going to detail that, though, in the following episodes. It's going to be like 500 episodes. Uh-oh, bonus feature. This guy says he used to be with Kitty, but that can't be true because it would have been around the time she was married, and she can't stand side bitches, and she can't stand cheating women. Ho, the drama, the tea. Hope we all heal.
And that's his fault. It's Rome's fault.
What I did.
It's all Rome's fault. And everybody who thinks like it. I ain't knocking your hustle. See, this is the thing that people need to understand about life.
Let them connect.
Your fucking hustle will not last long. And not only does it not last long, it's going to blow up in your fucking face and destroy everything that you have. Keita, who's a good friend of mine, I've known Keita for about 5 years now. One thing I always liked about Keita, even when we disagreed, is Keita is real life Keita. That's her on camera. That's her off camera. These other people who do all this for a little bit of change, what ends up happening is I said
Are you saying the rest of them are not real like her? I don't know.
Majority.
Okay.
Well, and I don't know I know most of them, but I don't know them enough where I've toured with Keita. I've toured with Richie Fontaine. I've toured with Ace Metaphor. I've toured with Just Mike. I've toured with Trip. I've toured with all these people in numerous shows, maybe like 5 or 6 or 7 shows that I toured with them. But the problem is, stop fucking faking for Instagram. And I tell you, a lot of these people never had popularity in their life, and that's why they're okay with doing whatever they can do. And they've never had money in their life, which is why they're okay with faking the funk so they can make some fucking money. But the problem is, and I can only speak for my own life, I have been in the industry since I was 21 years old for a decade. There's been times I was very high financially, and there's been times I've been very low, but I never not been myself, not for no money, which is the only reason why I'm still here 10 years later. The only reason why I can say that I comfortably have not had a job for about 7 years and been making money off of being a entertainment or in the industry entity. All these other people, they get on this internet and they lie. And again, my main thing is, your lie is cool when it only destroys you. But these people build families. These people have kids. These people build relationships. And the next thing you know, everybody gets to see who you are. And the problem is when they all see who you are or who you were, either or, I'm not sure. Some people may say that they've grown, but you destroy that relationship. You know, when you're on Instagram, and Rome mentioned it before, you are a hero. And it doesn't necessarily matter who it is. We had Cardi B complaining for years about them telling her that she's a poor representation for the kids. You cannot gain, and I highly advise, don't gain attention and gain a fan base if you can't be that person's hero. Now, when these people are looking up to you, it's a lot of pressure. And a lot of people can't walk with that pressure, which is why a lot of people don't want it. But in this case, what happens is when all of these people now look at you as the person to guide them, and then the truth comes out, you're not only letting you down, but you're letting thousands of people down, especially the women. Like, the women were the biggest ones that ate up majority of the bullshit. And I used to be on there saying, yo, y'all listen to this. He's doing a disservice to you all. Because you know why? It's not reality. It's not the real spill. So I say that to say, going forward, 2025, let's make a conscious effort of being yourself. Let's make a conscious effort of you trying to monetize on who you are and not what is the wave. Because when you can monetize off who you are, what you do, or how you think, then you can never lie to nobody. You can never destroy the household that you built from the success that you tend to gain when you actually can hopefully become successful from being who you are. And I think this is a great display of what's happening when you don't do when you are not. Actually, we've been fucking seeing it. Y'all hate Fresh and Fit, right? Okay, cool. It's the same ones that y'all hate about the red pill. It's the blue pill niggas doing the same shit. Okay, we just had 2 of them, and you know what they did? They made millions of dollars. This is not a joke. Not the other guy. He only had 6,000. But this person made millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. And he's I don't know how much he's still making, but I can tell you he was making millions of dollars all last year too.
I just had a quick question for Rico. Like why I actually tend to agree with the effectiveness of being like genuinely you.
Authentic.
Same thing.
Well, I also have to consider the fact that these people are running businesses, and their businesses being on an entertainment site, like Rome has said, and there's probably one key point to business. What drives business? What do you need to make the money in business? All right. So what you need to have
Customers.
What do customers? What does that create?
Revenue.
All right, teacher, can you tell us the answer?
Y'all, it's like the basic, like it's like the most fundamental thing about business. Supply.
Supply and demand.
Is simply business is based on supply and demand, whether it's a widget, a service, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter. Everything is supply and demand. And like Rico said, these people are running businesses and in many cases not being authentic about their product, but they supplying so long as there's a demand. So I kind of understand what Rome was saying about, hey, that's they hustle. That's what they doing. You know, they may not be here for a long time, but they here for a good time. And that's fair. If you're not thinking 10 steps ahead to sort of be dynamic and be able to change with the times and be able to stay on top of demanding a supply, then that's fair. When you burn out, and that's the end of it. I guess. I thought burning stars last for a long time, though.
All I'm going to say is using that method, be prepared to lose because you will. That's all I will say. I don't know. You could last 1 year. You could last 5 years. You will lose. And the only people that win in this world, and this is from now, even from all the way back, is the ones who are real. Because those are the only ones who, when their card gets pulled, they're still going to check out. And when everybody else's card gets pulled, they diminish and they fall and they crumble. That's why there's so many people who had temporary success. If you're cool with having temporary success, I feel bad for you, because I'm going to tell you the worst thing in life is to live a luxurious life and lose it all and have to go back to living to what you really were. And if that's what you want, just be prepared for it. That's all I'll say.
It worked for Bernie Madoff. Shit, he went to jail and he was dead in about, 2 or 3 years. So it worked for him, and it worked for a lot of people doing the same kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm
kind of in the middle on this, only because I see your point, which is kind of my point too, and I see Rico's point, which is kind of my point too. So my thing with this is, are we expecting people to not have skeletons in their closet? Because this whole authentic thing, just hear me out. This whole authentic thing, right? I get it, and we're showing our highlights, but we all know that we're showing our highlights, okay? And I get it that, from what I'm gathering, she told a large number of women to do A while doing B. Is that where we're at with this?
Not her.
She?
Not the one
Not
that was
her.
talking. Like,
Okay.
I guess the other
Mojo
people.
Jojo.
The other person.
No, so she, just so you have clarity,
Yeah, that's what I need.
the people that she said on this video, I'll give you an example. The girl Kitty, she says that she hates and despises cheating wives. But there's proof that we all know that she's cheating on her husband. So you sit here and you advocate for something because it brings you dollars, but yet you don't practice what you preach.
Okay.
So I can understand different business, but this is a different type of business, right? In which your success goes based off what you say. But then it has to be followed up with how you are. And so what happens is the people that bite the bait, they get led astray and they suffer with that person. So that's one. The dude that we're speaking of is, yes,
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo. He does the same thing.
Okay.
He doesn't practice what he preaches. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of internal issues. You know what I'm saying? That I'd been new from the very beginning.
So why you ain't put your people on when you knew
I
about
told him he was gonna fail.
No, them. Like, yo, you said.
I told them all. What you talking about?
Oh.
Nobody listened to me because everything I say is 5 years ahead. So when it happens, you don't, like, you winning right now, so you think it's good. And I told him, like, yo, you keep going down this route, you're gonna lose everybody. Not only gonna lose everybody, you're gonna lose everything. And I told everybody the same exact thing. Y'all can't be the way that y'all want highlight clips. You just need to be you and hope that that version of you is the highlight. And if it's not, in due time, it will be, whenever your time is, right? So I did tell him this whole thing. This has been since 2020. You know what I'm saying? But with me, and that's why I decided not to work with them. Not them, but him. Because I don't mess well with the fake. I don't mess well with the opportunist. I don't mess well with the people who want to just take advantage of a certain time frame and then continue to move on and try to act like there's no stain on their record. I'm all about showing my skeletons in my closet. Shit, I just posted on my Instagram how I looked in high school. I was still cool, by the way. But there's nothing.
I was about to say, weren't you talking about how good you looked in high school?
Yeah, but I'm saying there's losses that I've took too. And I post them too. I'm not saying I advertise my losses every time. But I'm saying that if you ask me about it, I'll tell you about it. And if I tell you I did something, I did it. And 9 times out of 10, it's an article you could read about it that was written up by somebody else. You feel me? So what I'm trying to, and then if not, my peers are going to be able to tell you how I lived. The people that are close to me. And unfortunately, the people that are close to the people here are saying opposite. So now the thing is.
They're saying opposite of what?
Of how he is.
Or what
versus like how he comes off.
Yeah, like how he is opposite from what he promotes.
Okay, gotcha. Right?
And I get it. Business is business, but at the same time, when you know somebody is a certain type of way, and you know you've watched them literally still manipulate the entire time, lose and get it back and lose and get it back. My thing is, why do you want to be in the crossfire? Right? Why do you want to be in the crossfire? There's not enough, and mind you, we got paid well. Like when I say well, I'm talking about 6 figures in a year, 25,000 a quarter. You know what I'm saying? These contracts are big. So like for some people, this is the only source of income or the biggest source of income. So they're like, all right, cool. I'm going to figure out, I'm going to make it work. But the problem is in that time frame, 9 times out of 10, what you're going to do once you do take that contract, which is just like a record deal, it's a terrible contract because you're around terrible people in terrible environments that's just going to suck you, drive your energy. And then literally by the time you're done, you explode. This is an explosion. There's an explosion. People are leaving left and right. And now you have the people who actually try to, button it up and hold it together, now all coming out and saying whatever they wanted to say. And that's how you get situations like Diddy's. And I'm not trying to throw him under the ground, but this is it's always an explosion because it's things that, and maybe he didn't do it. This is all alleged, but it's always an explosion of this information. It's always something that is completely opposite from the person that they tried to be in the public because they never were that. This is always you look at a lot of people's downfalls, that's typically their storyline. It's always a contradicting at home or off the field life as it was on the field.
So you want them to do their heroin in front of you?
Yeah.
Don't this kind of remind y'all of the president right now? Like everything you've stated is like everything he's done. Again, supply and demand. He a seller. I give it to him, baby. He out here selling hopes and dreams. And baby, they eating it all up. So clearly it works.
I won't get into politics because
it's not politics.
Well, I won't get into, he's technically, but he's in the politician realm and all of them are fucking liars.
You can talk about what he was prior to him even entering politics. Same thing. He's never changed.
But neither was our last president, right? So my thing is,
what does that say? I'm sorry to cut you off because it sounds like you were very stuck on this moral aspect of quote unquote keeping it real, right? Mm-hmm. And I understand they did something, It got found out, which were skeletons. Everybody's got skeletons. And if you are going to rebuild, now they're going to take the people or the women that did cheat on their husbands and have a whole new community.
Bro, she just said, well, you probably didn't see it then, but and maybe it might be on the second one because she did a part 2. She was just saying that Kitty was fucking Ace. So like,
she didn't say that there.
So there you go.
But what I'm saying is,
somebody she worked with.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, well,
She said that in another video.
there's a difference
Yeah.
between having a skeleton in your closet and walking around with the skeleton being the same shit.
Cool, but then you are able to tap into another market of, hey, y'all, not only did I lie, I'm human, okay? And now I'm trying to rebrand.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to take all you women or people or men who follow me. And if you cheated on your husband and you are sorry, or you cheated on your wife and you are sorry, come over here and let me apologize, right? And if you ever fucked your coworker or fraternized at work, come over here and I can relate to you. So how you see it as a moral, like, oh, you got to stay true and you got to do this. One, everybody's got skeletons. Ain't nobody fucking perfect. And and I'm not saying she did. I'm saying people get up on there and, like you said, they got paid a large amount of money to tell a story.
You're focused on the be, learn, grow. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
I'm telling you that it's not learn and grow. It's be, lie, and still be. Okay? So there's a difference. We have Black China, who's been a great example last year of saying that, hey, this is who I was. This is who I'm working to become.
Mm-hmm.
That's entirely different. Now, if Black China was saying this is who she is, she's giving herself to God, or Brittany Renner, right, who is now Muslim for the last 5-6 months, and she hasn't, this is all alleged from her, that she hasn't drank in X amount of months or had sex since she converted, but yet she's on OnlyFans getting fucked while she's saying this. It's like you are a walking contradiction.
Wait,
But who are we to condemn her?
Jesus Christ. What I'm trying to say is this.
you're right. Jesus Christ.
like, I am never opposed to somebody being better than what they were.
Mhm.
I'm never opposed to that.
Are you
Because
gonna
who
give
you
them a
were,
chance
huh?
Are you going to give them that chance to?
Me personally,
Yes.
it depends on what you did, and then you have to earn the second chance. You're not just getting a second chance because
Then you're not going to be her fan base, and she's cool with that.
but you're not understanding that this is not a fucking fan base for a second chance, and she's constantly doing it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, and there will be a fan base for women that cheat on their husband and constantly do it. That's what I'm saying.
Who's the villain in this story?
I was
Are
gonna
you
say-
talking about Keita?
No, I don't
No.
think so.
Not the lady that's talking.
We're just talking about the actions of contradicting.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is, he's saying you can be a walking
Y'all said
contradiction.
she. I just wanted to know
I was
who
like, yo,
the
let's
she
clear it
was
up.
directed to.
Well, this is all alleged, right?
Okay.
We don't know. I wasn't there. I don't like fake ass niggas. Be who you are. And the people that I don't like, I'm cool with not liking them, but I respect them because they're them. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm fine with that. But when it's like, yo, you're being A, and that's not even who you are, I never would respect you. And that's my end all be all. I can't see this.
Okay, so then.
Well, I don't think that respect is what was being looked for. It was the money.
No, but the thing
He
is,
has a product, it sells.
you're not understanding because you're not listening to what she's saying. What she's saying that all these different things are happening because there is no respect, even when he has the money. His cast doesn't respect him. The work environment is failing. The people keep on leaving. The turnover rate is high. It is respect, even with the money.
No, I am saying the same thing as you.
I don't
I'm
think
saying,
so.
I'm saying he's not looking for respect. I don't think he's looking for respect. He's going to do whatever.
The cash grab.
Yeah.
I think y'all need to understand those people fiend for it. And if you actually have you ever watched somebody who's never been respected get disrespected and they put millions of dollars up? Have you ever watched it? Because I watched this shit. I don't even care about y'all thoughts. I watched the nigga get disrespected. I watched the nigga put up millions of dollars and fly you here, put you in this place, and then also, and that's for everybody, and have no respect. Everybody talks to him any kind of way, then he explodes. Okay? Then he explodes and he snaps. And then everybody gets to see it. But then you know who he snaps on? He don't snap on the people that don't respect him. He snapped on the one person that does, his girl. That's the only one he can flex his power on. His brother. That's the only people they can flex their power on because everybody else who doesn't respect him and can take from him, it drives him fucking insane. And the reason why it drives you insane is because you would think that even with all the money in the world, you can buy respect, and you can't. And that is the part that is, I can't speak for women, but for men, that's the part that will drive a nigga off the deep end.
But what if they're not looking for respect?
Jesus. All I'm going to say is
Go.
if we are going to say what if somebody's not looking for respect, all I want to know, can somebody here name somebody that they personally know, personally have worked with and seen and crossed paths with? Have not. And so if you have had another situation where somebody didn't care about being disrespected by numerous people and lived their life without any respect, I'm not talking about respect from strangers. We don't give a fuck about a stranger. I'm talking about the people that you feed, the people that you care about. When you have what you think can buy you everything, not be able to purchase the intangibles, you lose your mind. That's what I'm trying to explain. And so when we sit here and say it's just a hustle, I'm getting my money, and give me my money, and it's cool until that person is jumping off the deep end because they thought, you see men jump off the deep end because he had money, but he thought he could buy love. Well, you can't. He thought he could buy the attention of a woman. You might be able to do that, but you can't buy the affection of the woman. You can't buy the loyalty of a woman. You can't buy the respect of a man. These are a bunch of lists of things that you can't fucking buy. You know what I'm saying? And now, because of that, that same dude complains. That same dude does this and becomes that and then showcases that. And then you see everything around him crumble.
What crumble?
Cookie.
Yeah, cookie crumbles. Thinking about burning things. That's how I'm feeling right now.